What's going on? It's the Temptation here, otherwise known as the Shirtless Chef. And today I'm making a recipe from the cookbook that I'm working on, LITness, which takes alcohol recipes and combines it with food. So today I'm going to make Red Bull Gives You Chicken Wings, and for any of those of you who have been travelling, this will remind you of Bangkok. So, I don't know about you, but when I was in Bangkok, I was drinking whiskey buckets with Red Bull. So it was a Thai whiskey called Samsung, and you mix it with Red Bull, and today I'm going to mix those ingredients with chicken wings. So, first of all, obviously, you need some chicken wings. We're just going to salt and pepper them. And then we're going to make the marinade. So, put them to the side for a second. First up, the base of the marinade is going to be made of ketchup, so you want 150 grams of that. Then we're going to put 100 millilitres of whiskey in there. If you can get your hands on some Samsung Thai whiskey, that would be perfect. But today I'm using Jack Daniels, so 100 millilitres of that. Next up, Red Bull. So again, 100 millilitres of Red Bull. Usually you put a bit of sugar into the marinade to give it a bit of sweetness. That is exactly what the Red Bull is going to do, so we're going to miss out any of the other sugars that we're going to put in there. 50 ml of apple cider vinegar. There we go, and then depending on how much heat you can handle, you're going to go for 1 or 2 tablespoons of sriracha. I'm making these for me and my dad tonight, so I know he can handle a bit of heat. I'm going to put 2 in there. There we go. Next up, Worcestershire sauce. 1 tablespoon of this. We'll finish that off. Next up, we're going to put our dry herbs in. So, first up is a teaspoon of ground coriander. In we go with that one. Next up, a teaspoon of paprika. There you go. And then last but not least, we're going to put some cumin in there. Ooh. So once you've got your ingredients into the bowl, give that a big stir together. So once you've mixed all your ingredients together, you're just going to put that in a pan over the heat until it starts to boil. When it starts to boil, lower it down to a simmer and just keep it ticking over on the heat for a couple of minutes. Whilst that sauce is just heating through in the pan, we're going to make that boil and then bring it back down to a simmer. I'm just going to put the chicken wings into the bowl. Then once that sauce is ready, it's going to act as a marinade. We're going to pour it over the chicken wings and leave it for as long as you can. Ideally, you want to do this overnight, but at least an hour, I'd say. So this recipe is enough to make about 12 chicken wings, which, depending on how hungry you are, could do up to 4 people. But I'm feeling pretty hungry today, so it's going to do me and my dad. And while you wait, you can just drink beers. Right, so that's bubbling away nicely on the hob. I'm just going to bring that down to a simmer now. What you'll find is as you bring that to a boil and then simmer it down, it will thicken the sauce. It will turn into a really nice marinade. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. You've got the sweetness from the Red Bull and the whiskey, and then also the spiciness from the sriracha sauce. Delicious. Cool, they got a kick to them, Dad. What? They've got a kick to them. There's one other ingredient you can add into it, which is butter, which gives it a nice creaminess to it, but the old man doesn't like it, so we're leaving it out. So if you're going to add butter to the marinade, do it at the last minute and just stir it through. Then, once you've got your sauce, you're going to pour it over the chicken wings and leave it for as long as possible. Make sure the chicken wings are all covered in the sauce and just put them to the side until you're ready to cook them. When you're ready to cook them, you're just going to put them in the oven for about 20-25 minutes on gas mark 6 or 180 degrees Celsius, and then they should be ready. Right, so the chicken wings have been marinating for a little while now. We're just going to put them on a baking tray and into the oven. So, just going to spoon them in like this. You'll see that you have a fair bit of marinade left over, which is perfect. We're just going to put them in the oven like that, and then when they're halfway done, about 10-12 minutes in, we're just going to turn them over and baste them with the remaining marinade. So let's get these in there. Gas mark 6 or 180 degrees. In they go. Right, the chicken wings are done, so we're just going to take them out of the oven and start plating them up. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at those wings. So we're just going to put them in the bowl, top them off with a little bit of spring onion, sesame seed, and then they're good to go. So these are obviously the Red Bull Gives You Chicken Wings. It is a mixture of whiskey, Red Bull, ketchup, sriracha sauce, loads of different spices. So what we're going to do is pair this with a Jack Daniels and Coke, as you can see here. And that is meal number 1 of this 3-course meal that me and my dad are sharing with each other. So let's see what they look like in a second. And there we have it. That is my Red Bull Gives You Chicken Wings made with Jack Daniels, Red Bull, sriracha sauce, all the other good stuff, and I'm pairing that with a nice Jack Daniels and Coke. Oh, look at that. I've been the Shirtless Chef. This is my Red Bull Gives You Chicken Wings recipe, and now I'm going to enjoy it with my old man. Father's Day, happy Father's Day. You crack on with the chicken wings, and I will make us a drink. Okay, it's warm. Live taste test.
Oh, that's good.
Good?
Oh, I love spicy, you know I love spicy. But it's not...
It's not what?
Too over the top, but you can taste it all. You can taste the alcohol.
A little bit of sweetness.
A little bit of sweetness, alcohol. Nothing overpowering.
Good.
Right.
Well, there you go. There's another recipe from the Shirtless Chef. Next time, I'll see you again and we'll be making something else.